everyone, welcome back to the Aussie Budget Queen, and I've just got a really quick video today to give you my monthly update of how our travel binder's going. So for any of my new subscribers, my family of 4, so Mr. Budget and I and the 2 princesses, who will be aged 12 and 9 at the time. So Miss 12, pretty much everywhere we go, will be charged as an adult. So we're making our way from central Queensland in Australia. We live in a small regional town, all the way to the west coast of America. Yeah, it's like a 14-hour flight. So we're going via Fiji because why wouldn't you? And we're making our way all the way to the US. We're going to spend about 3.5 weeks traveling around the west coast of America, including a cruise to Alaska and spending a couple of nights in Fiji on the way home. So a little bit of a side note, just before COVID hit, we were meant to have a week-long trip to Fiji. So we're holding credits with Fiji Airways for part of our flights, which is why we're going via Fiji and not doing a direct flight. So we were able to use those to reduce the cost of our air flights. So if this is the first time you're tuning in to my budget, hopefully you can see that. This is my budget and a little update as at the 30th of April. So flights are paid for. They cost us $5.5 grand for our family of 4, so 3 adults, 1 child. Our hotels, I'm budgeting $400 Australian a night, which is going to be 16 nights in total because 7 nights of those are on the cruise. So we won't need any accommodation because it's already included in our cruise fare. So that comes to $6,500 Australian. So all my budget is in Australian dollars. Remembering that last time I looked, we get 68 cents US for every $1 Australian. So we lose quite a bit of our Australian dollar when we convert it. I know, it makes me sad too. So I've paid for accommodation in Vegas and I've paid for accommodation in Seattle. I was able to use points for a hotel chain we're members of to get my accommodation in Seattle. And so I've taken off, this just made my brain just died. So I took out the placeholders that I had in my hotel binder because technically I've spent that money. So I took out the placeholders I had. So now I've got $380 in cash sitting in my binder. So I've spent a total, saved and paid a total of $2,008. Please help me. My brain's just completely dead. So I figured 2008, 6.5 grand minus 2008 means we've got $4,492 to go. So this month we've been able to save $628. We're $628 better off than we were at the end of last month. In our milestone folder, so this is for cruise excursions and other fun things like shows in Vegas and whatnot. The total budget, and I've saved $1,285. So we've got $1,965. I only put $60 to that this month, so we've got a little way to go there. Disney and Universal, I've actually split these up this month because there was a really, really good sale on Klook the other day. It was 20% off. And so I went and just bought it. Eek! I know, I put it on my credit card and I just bought it. And yeah, so I'm just paying that off on my credit card from our everyday wages. I know, right? So not a budgety thing to do, but I saved like $500 and I just couldn't go past saving that amount of money. So I took I think I had a $700 placeholder in the envelope. So I took the $700 out of my placeholder account to go towards that. And so the remaining $973 I'm just wearing at the moment. So now I've only got $50 in my envelope to go towards my Universal tickets. I don't think they're going to cost me $1,000 because we're only going for one day. And I actually thought I might look at those, tell me if you've been, but those Go City passes, which includes your Universal and a whole heap of other tickets. So if you've been, tell me if that's worthwhile doing, because I'm looking at staying right in the Hollywood area, which I know is absolutely feral. Sorry to any locals who love it, but I'm looking at the Roosevelt or somewhere along there, which I've stayed at before. So, because I know I can get on the train there and anywhere else. So I've got $9.50 to go there. Cruise, it was $6,625. We've saved $3,225, so I've got $3,400. I've got to get along with that because that's got to be paid in June. So we managed to put $600 towards that this month, which was fabulous. Food and tips, I'm budgeting $5,000. We've saved $780. So we've got $4,220 to go, but I managed to put $110 to that this month. Shopping is $1,500. We've saved $545. We've still got $955 to go towards that, but I only put a measly $10 to that this month because it's really not my priority right now. I've got a lot of the other priorities, but our other, including travel insurance, budget is $2,000. We've got $495 in the envelope and $1,505 to go, and we only put $15 to it this month. So we've still got $17,487 to go, but look at this huge amount. This month we got $2,798 towards our trip, which I think is a pretty mean feat, and we're nearly halfway, which I think is amazing. So halfway, and what we've got, May, June, July, 4 months to go. Eek, 4.5 months. So yeah, lots of things still to do. But yeah, so that's it for my update. And yeah, I'll be back with a cash condensing and a few other things. But yeah, if you've got any questions, comments, please put them down below. If you've got any tips for cheap ways to access tickets or anything like that, please let me know down below for LA, Vegas, Anaheim area. That would be awesome. I'd love to hear about it. So until next time, be kind to one another, but please be kind to yourself. Bye, guys.